Crabs fans around the world and around the block listening on the World Wide Web and on the radio. Crabs Baseball is on the air. Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner, and we're delighted to bring you all the Rock'em Sock'em baseball action tonight as the Crabs take on the Athletic Express.
Athletic Edge Express.
Athletic Edge Express for the first of a 3-game weekend series. The Athletic Edge Express have been a long time Crabs competitor, and looking forward to a great series this weekend. It's a beautiful day in Arcata. The sun finally completely shone through today. It was a warm day all day. The wind it's pretty windy right now. Actually, the wind is actually blowing out towards the ocean, towards the right field for the first time in a long time. So kind of interesting night at the ballpark. We'll see how that plays out on the field.
Yeah, it's been windy all afternoon since I got here around 3. So yeah, it should be interesting. But I mean, what a game we had on Wednesday night.
Oh boy,
the walk-off.
That was a barn burner.
From behind. I mean, these Crabs really are the cardiac Crabs.
That had it all
so far this season. And your long-time partner, Hoke Holcomb, being on air, it was just perfect all around. Let me give you the starting lineup for the Athletic Edge Express, sponsored by Compass Community Credit Union and the North Coast Co-op. Leading off for them will be the center fielder, Jelani Mason. Batting second will be the second baseman, Justice Brinson. Batting third will be the third baseman, Brady Boyd. And I'll give you the rest of the lineup in a second.
Miles Standish on the mound for the Crabs. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, 1-0 to Mason, center fielder.
Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, J.T. Summers. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Mason Cox.
The 1-0 is high.
Batting sixth will be the left fielder, Clay DeMars. Batting seventh will be the shortstop, Dante Catati. Batting eighth will be the first baseman, Ben Menard. Batting ninth will be the right fielder, Cam Duran.
2-0 breaking pitch hits him on the back of the helmet. So Mason will go to first with nobody out here to lead off the game.
And on the mound for Athletic Edge Express will be Wyatt Abramson.
So Mason aboard. Here's Brinson, the second baseman. And the pitch is high. So Miles Standish hasn't thrown a strike yet. Run at first, nobody out, just getting started. Band is here. Fans are streaming in. Here's the 1-0. The runner fakes going. The pitch is in there for a called strike. And these are the umpires tonight, Liam.
At home plate, it is Stephen Young. At first is Daniel Osborne. At third base, it's a new umpire we have not seen before, Kai Lemrise.
We'll make sure and give Kai a full, humble welcome.
I'm sure you will.
This pitch misses
you
low.
Specifically.
2-1. From the set, here's the 2-1, and that's a strike on the outside corner.
Miles Standish, this is his third start of the season. He's pitched 10 innings. In those 10 innings, he's given up 7 hits, but only 1 earned run. He has walked 4, struck out 13. He's 1-0 on the season. Outstanding
Great
start.
Numbers, yeah. 2-2 the count. And here comes the pitch. Inside called, strike 3 on the inside corner, belt high, and Eric Brinson didn't like the call. Happy trails.
Trackman did have it a bit off the plate inside, but I think...
Well, you missed the last pitch.
It's
before that.
Yeah, close enough to be called a strike.
Pitch before that was about 1.5 feet outside and high, and it was a strike.
It's been called a strike many times here before.
Here's Boyd, and he takes a strike on the right on the black on the outside corner. 0-1. Short lead at first. The 0-1 is foul tipped. 0-2. Boy, he took something off that. That was a nasty pitch. 78 miles an hour. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Blew a fastball right by him. 87. 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts. And with Mason Stiller at first, here's Summers, the DH.
Now batting number 25, designated hitter from San Jose Junior College, JT Summers.
The Athletic Edge Express play, do you know where they play, Liam?
They are based in Petaluma.
Petaluma. Let's pitch low and outside. Egg capital of the world, did you know that?
Yeah, and JB Mathers, who does the Cal Poly Humboldt Lumberjack basketball games, he always says that. Egg capital of the world, Petaluma.
1-0. Fouled out of play. 1-1. Look at first. Very short lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed it. A pitch away. 1-2. It's hitting the air to center field and deep. Going back is Reed. Still going back. That's gone. A two-run home run for Summers. And no doubt about that one. That was drilled.
102 miles per hour off the bat, and it went 408 feet. That thing was crushed. No doubter.
So 2-0 in favor of the Athletic Edge Express.
Well, Tracy Mack, who used to be on the board for the Crabs, now works for the Medford Rogues. The Athletic Edge Express.
She does what?
She
what?
I'll explain it to you later, but the Express played the Rogues last, and Tracy Mack told me that this team is pretty good.
Next pitch is swung on and missed at a high fastball. She did what?
She used to be on the Crabs board.
Yes, I know that.
And
yes,
is now not on the Crabs board anymore, and now works for the Medford Rogues. It happens sometimes, Benjamin.
The 0-1 is outside for outside corner for a strike.
I mean, our good friend Jake Martin, who used to work for the Crabs, now also works for the Rogues, a special events coordinator on the field.
Next pitch is swung on and missed, strike three. That ends the inning. But the Express come up with 2 runs on the 2-run home run. This is baffling Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. 2-0 in favor of the Athletic Express on a 2-run home run by their DH in the last half inning. So they're up to 2-0 lead. Crabs haven't batted yet. It'll be Morris, Perazzo, and Enyart for the Crabs against Wyatt Abramson.
What I was going to say in the last half inning is that the Athletic Edge Express, they took 2 out of 3 from the Medford Rogues. And the Rogues usually have a pretty good team with some pretty good talent. So
yeah,
this might not be an easy series for the Crabs.
I just can't get over it.
I know.
I feel so betrayed.
I know.
Next pitch. So here's Morris to lead it off. I'm stunned. I'm confused.
I know. It's going to take you a few days to process. It's all right.
All right, here's Keenan Morris to lead off for the Crabs.
Keenan Morris so far this season, he's batting .382 in 9 games.
I haven't given you the Crabs lineup. Keenan Morris is leading off. Keenan Morris is leading off at second base. Michael Perazo is at shortstop batting second. Adam Enyart batting third in right field. Sutter Moss will bat cleanup in left field. Logan Forsythe, the catcher, bats fifth. Houston Hirschkorn. That's fouled out of play. How do you pronounce Houston's last name?
Hirschkorn.
Houston Hirschkorn will be at third base and bats sixth. Tate Medikoff at first base bats seventh. Caleb Lee will be the DH and bat eighth. And Timmy Reed out in center field bats ninth for the Crabs. 0-1 now to Keenan Morris.
Batting .382, 4 RBIs, 5 walks.
0-1 misses low.
6 stolen bases. He's been very good overall.
He's been good.
Especially defensively at third base.
Yeah, he's at second base tonight. I was a little bit surprised to see. I don't know what his natural position is. 1-1 the count. And he waves at a pitch down and away.
Well, I would guess third based on the way he's playing.
I know, that's what I was thinking too, but
who knows? He might just be able to play it everywhere in the infield.
So ball and 2 strikes now the count. Abramson, tall right-hander. Rocks and deals. Swung on and missed. Morris down on strikes, 1 away. Here's Michael Perazo.
Perazo coming in batting 300 in 5 games. He has 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 4 stolen bases.
Here's the pitch. Misses inside. The 1-0. Ooh, close pitch, just missed away. 2-0. Is lined in left center field. That's going to be trouble. Into the gap. All the way up to the wall. On his way to second is Perazo. He's going to go for 3. And he will make it easily. A triple for Michael Perazo to the deepest part of the ballpark. The ball got hung up a little bit when it reached the fence. Kicked around out there. And that allowed Perazo to go all the way to third. Is that his second triple now?
Let me check on that.
He had one a couple, like last week.
That is indeed his second triple. That was also 94 off the bat.
So here's Enyart. And the pitch. High, hard grounder over to third. He's got it. The run will score. The throw to first is in time. And the Crabs get a run back. 2-1 now in favor of the Athletic Express.
Next up for the Crabs, number 6, left fielder from Delta College, Sutter Moss.
Here's Sutter Moss, RBI, walk-off RBI on Wednesday night. Here's the pitch. This is low, 1-0. He roped a double right down the right field line, and that ended the game.
Yeah, what a game that was.
And what a game. What an amazing
Crabs
game.
have shown an ability to come back in games where it seems like they just don't have it. All of a sudden, they get it together, come back and win.
The 1-0 misses outside. One and one. 1-1 pitch is low. Two balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. High and outside, 3-1 now to Sutter Moss. Logan Forsyth on deck. Scoring early, 2-1 in favor of the Athletic Edge Express. 3-1 pitch. Slap foul down the left field line.
Let's go.
3-2. Abramson rocks and comes home. Outside, and Sutter Moss will draw the walk.
That boy, Julian Lehman. Now batting number 5, catcher from Southeast Missouri, Liam Forsyth.
Here's Liam Forsyth.
Forsyth is having a great season offensively so far, coming in batting .435 in 7 games.
And the pitch right down the middle for a called strike.
Also has 6 RBIs, 6 walks, a couple of stolen bases.
Oh, and 1. Fastball is a strike. Belt high in the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Moss with a short lead over at first. Abramson at the belt. The 0-2. Tap foul over towards the Crabs dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Cued foul up against the backstop.
Oh, yeah, John Farley. I think John Farley's getting it down. John Farley needs it.
The 0-2. High and inside. The 1-2. Oh, just high. Good take. Great at bat by Liam Forsyth. He was in an 0-2 hole. Now he's even the count at 2-2. And that pitch is swung on and missed, took something off. And Forsyth swung right through. But the Crabs get a run on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left. And at the end of 1, it's 2-1 in favor of Athletic Edge Express. You're listening to Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM.
The media and radio booth to
Welcome back. Thanks to Baywood Golf and Country Club and also Big Blue Cafe. Visit the Crab's favorite, the Big Blue Cafe on the plaza in Arcata, serving breakfast and lunch all day. Welcome home to the Big Blue. 2-1 in favor of the Athletic Express in the top of the second. DeMars, Kaidi, and Menard to bat against Miles Standish. DeMars is a left fielder, right-handed hitter. Here comes the pitch. And check swing, and he fouls it away. I think that's what happened. Might have just kicked off the catcher's glove. I'm not sure. The Crabs defensively, I forgot to relate this information last inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. It's Standish on the mound. Liam Forsythe is catching. Tate Medikoff at first. Keenan Morris at second. Michael Perazzo at short. Houston Hirschkorn at third. Sutter Moss in left. Timmy Reed in center. And Adam Enyart is in right field. 0-2. And the pitch. Breaking pitch. Fouled out of play. Good pitch. But DeMar is able to just get a piece of it. The 0-2. Grounded out to second base. Morris has it. Throws him out. One away.
Batting next in 5, shortstop from College in Marin, Dante Coyote.
Dante Coyote will bat. And there's a breaking pitch called, strike on the outside corner. Great pitch.
That was a beautiful
right on
pitch.
the black.
And Miles Standish has got the breaking ball working tonight.
It sure does.
Aside from that one mistake, he's been on it.
There's another great pitch. Check swing, 0-2. I was distracted by that dachshund that woman's carrying here in the ballpark. Next pitch is a low roller out to second base. I think we should have Bring Your Dog to the Park Day.
Oh, I love it.
Wouldn't that be awesome? 2 away.
I want to bring my dog to the ballpark really bad.
I think we should have a...
I'd love to have her up here with us, but...
Absolutely, that'd be so cool.
Unfortunately, I believe it is a City of Arcata rule that dogs are not allowed at the ballpark, so we'll have to talk to them.
Or we could dress them up as people.
True.
And sneak them in.
That's a good point. We might have to think about that.
Here's Menard. Fastball on the outside corner. 0-1. Well, that dog's in the park.
It could be a service dog.
A dachshund?
I don't know. I mean,
No. Fouled up against the screen.
I mean, service animals are allowed, I assume.
Dachshunds need service.
If they're in the ballpark.
Well, it was under a jacket, see, so.
Oh, okay. She just hasn't been caught
I think
yet.
the kids out front probably thought it was a baby. 0-2 the count. In the dirt.
Well, my dog's a big German Shepherd.
Yeah,
I don't
see,
think
that's
I
a
could.
service dog.
I don't think
Yeah.
I could sneak her in.
Yeah.
She would hate it. Like, I wonder, like, to hang out up here during the game.
The 1-2, high and outside, and the count goes even. And of course, in the interest of fairness, the 2-2 pitch, we can have feline night at the ballpark as well,
yeah,
where we bring our cats.
I'd love to bring my cat too.
And, I would like to bring my kitty. I don't think she really likes to travel much, but
Yeah.
3-2 the count. In the air right field. Enyart's there. Inning over. 1-2-3 goes the Athletic Express here in the second.
1, 2, 3.
They lead at 2-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.
Athletic.
Welcome back to the ballpark. 2-1 in favor of the Athletic Edge Express. Thanks to Crestmark Millwork, local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces since 1997. Crestmark is committed to promoting a healthy, productive society by investing in the relationship with their employees, local communities, suppliers, and customers. Hirschkorn to lead it off for the Crabs now. Houston Hirschkorn has not had a lot of at-bats, but this is not his first appearance. Is that right?
I'm checking, actually, and this is his debut, I believe.
That's what I thought. Okay,
yeah,
so welcome to Houston Hirschkorn then, to the Crabs.
For some reason, I thought that he played before. I was wrong.
All right, cool. Here's the pitch. And he taps that foul over towards the Crabs dugout.
What a name. That's an all-time name.
Houston Hirschkorn, yeah,
there
that's a great name, yeah.
Crabs all-name team, you would definitely make it.
Yes.
Let's see, he is out of UC Davis.
Really windy day at the ballpark. Sunny, but the wind really gusting. Here's the pitch. This is low and away.
It's a beautiful night for baseball. I mean, Tuesday was very gloomy, very cloudy, and then Wednesday it was slightly better. A little bit of sun, but tonight, beautiful.
Ball and a strike to count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That was in the dirt, and it kicked all the way up to the top of the screen before making it back onto the field.
If you're a left-handed hitter, though, I think you have the advantage tonight because
I think you do too, yeah.
The wind is blowing out.
Or center.
Towards center, and a little bit towards right at times.
That home run in the first inning was not helped by the wind, or didn't need it, let's put it that way.
It was crushed.
And it's off the hands and fouled wide of first.
Wish we have the technology that the Giants have, you know, that they show the winds inside the ballpark and how it swirls around. I'd love to have that for here. We have the track, man. We could get there eventually.
I bet. So now some kind of interruption. I guess a ball got loose in the bullpen. All right, everybody's back in position. Abramson back on the mound. 1-2 to Hirschkorn. And the pitch. Outside. Fastball. 2-2.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, wow.
The pitch. High bounder foul past the Crabs dugout.
I mean, his hands broken. Yeah.
Another big crowd tonight.
Oh, yeah, Friday night, of course, we've been talking about the weather and how good it is. Not shocking.
2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground, through the hole on the left side for a base hit. Welcome, Houston Hirschkorn.
Batting 1,000.
That's right. Leadoff single. Just rolled out right past the diving shortstop and into the hole. Here's Tate Metcalf. Is this also Tate Metcalf's debut?
I'm going to check. I
believe it is.
I believe so, yep. It is indeed his debut.
All right, so Tate Metcalf, his first at-bat as a member of the Crabs.
You know, we were talking about attendance. I'm kind of interested to see what the attendance is like tomorrow, 2:30 Oyster Fest game, because some years it's been pretty good, and other years it hasn't been so good. So
we will see.
I believe last season the attendance was pretty good for that 2:30 game. So.
Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch is inside. One and 0. And that pitch just got his shirt. But that counts as a hit by pitch. So Metcalf aboard. Hirschkorn goes to second. Crabs got something brewing here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's Caleb Lee. He's the DH in tonight's game. How's Caleb doing this season? Yeah.
Let's see, Caden Lee. I know he has a home run.
Caden Lee. Excuse me, Caden.
Hit that home run a couple of weeks ago. He's bagged 217 in 7 games. 1 home run, of course, 4 RBIs.
0-1. This is outside. A ball and a strike to count. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Crabs are trailing 2-1. Lights coming on at the ballpark as we head into twilight. 1-1 pitch. Misses high and inside. 2-1. Crabs are in their tie-dye get-ups tonight.
That's
it's
because
tie-dye
it is tie-dye night.
Night at the ballpark. 2-1, high again, 3-1.
Finn informs me that Caden Lee is using that famous torpedo bat.
3-1, fouled up against the screen. Those made quite a splash early in the Major League season. I haven't heard that much about him since.
Yeah, the Yankees using
Yankees
them.
had him, yeah.
Also, shout out to Finn for graduating from Arcata High School yesterday.
That's right. Congratulations
Yeah.
to Finn Warner. Good job. Three and two the count. Off the hands, a little bloop into shallow right field. The first baseman going out makes the catch. 1 away. Runners hold. And here's Timmy Reed.
Timmy Reed so far this season in 7 games, batting .192. There's 3 RBIs, 3 walks, 4 stolen bases. He's used the bunt quite a few times.
He has. And he's laid down some beauties. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at a fastball in. 0-1. Look out at second. Here's the 0-1. Misses outside.
The way things have gone the past few games, I'm expecting that to be called a strike.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's been a wide strike zone tonight as well.
Wide zones.
The 1-1. And he waves at a pitch away. 1-2. Crabs have runners on first and second, but there's 1 out and the count 1-2 to Reed. Crabs need someone to move those runners along. The 1-2. Low and outside. I get the feeling the Crabs are not going to have that many chances against this team.
Yeah, like I said, got some intel that this Athletic Edge Express team is pretty good.
Look at second, the 2-2 pitch. Ooh. Yikes, just missed high. Great take.
Great take. That was up, according to the TrackMan. So
3-2.
But I've seen
now
that.
to Timmy Reed.
I've seen that exact location called a strike many times. So risky.
3-2 is right down the middle for called strike 3.
No doubt about that one.
2 away. Back to the top of the order.
Back to the top of the order for the Crab. Number 9, second baseman, Keenan Morris.
Keenan Morris struck out his first at bat. A look at second. Here's the pitch. In a hole on the left side, backhanded by the shortstop. He picks it up, throws to first. In time,
What
a nice play by Dante Coyote
No runs for
to end the inning for the Crabs. No runs. There was a hit, there were no errors, and 2 left, and at the end of 2, it's 2-1 in favor of the Athletic Edge Express. This is exciting. Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM.
I mean,
We're back. Top of the 3rd inning. Duran, Mason, and Brinson to bat for the Athletic Egg Express. They're leading 2-1. Thanks to Cypress Grove Cheese, leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, Cypress Grove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide and online at cypresscheese.com. Standish deals. That's in the air to right field. Enyart almost in his tracks is under it. And there's one away.
Top of the hour. Top of the lineup, number 99, center fielder, Jelani Mason.
Here's Brinson. Sorry, this is Mason. Hit by a pitch to lead off the game.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like you're on KHSU.
Next pitch is right down the heart of the plate for a called strike.
Read the legal ID.
exactly. What just happened, my friend?
Next pitch, lashed foul into the Crabs bullpen area. 0-2 now to Mason.
I'm very happy to report that the Giants are leading the Dodgers 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd.
Next pitch is a fastball right down the middle. Happy trails
Whew.
to number 99.
That was
Mason.
a perfect pitch at Jelani Mason.
That was perfect.
Batting next number 4, second baseman, Justice Brinson.
2 away. Here's Brinson. Brinson struck out looking in his first at bat. 99, that's an audacious number to have. The 0-1. I mean, the pitch to Brinson is swung on a miss. Now it's 0-1.
Wasn't that Manny Ramirez's number? At least with the Dodgers, I think. He wore
Well,
99.
it's Aaron Judge's number.
That's true. Aaron Judge.
The 0-1. This is down low. I didn't see those guys with the Judge's wigs on at the ballpark when I was there. The 1-1 pitch. They're not doing that anymore. Swung on and missed. 1-2.
Well, was Aaron Judge playing? I assume he was.
Yeah.
Huh?
He was like 0 for 4, of course, because I was there.
Well,
but
yeah.
1-2 is tap foul. It was freezing cold, and it was a 1-0 ball game. Still, I was thrilled to be there.
Always wanted to go to Yankee Stadium.
It's really nice. I thought it was. I liked it.
I've been to Citizens Bank Park in Philly and Nats Park in Washington, but not New York.
1-2 is called. Strike 3. Happy trails. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Express in the 3rd. They lead at 2-1. This is Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM. We're back. Crabs trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the third inning, thanks to Charleston Tree Services, here to help you with your growing concerns. Locally owned and operated family businesses serve homeowners and commercial property owners throughout Humboldt County since 2007. Also, Compass Community Credit Union. Hey, Crabs fans, Compass Community Credit Union is happy to point you toward a better banking experience. Visit their conveniently located branches in Arcata and Eureka or online at compassccu.org. That's compassccu.org. Perazo, Enyart, and Sutter Moss for the Crabs. Wyatt Abramson out on the mound for his third inning of work.
Now batting for your Humboldt Crabs, number 13, shortstop, Michael Perazo.
Perazo tripled his first at bat.
Thank you.
Abramson sets, rocks. Here's the pitch. In the air to right center field, that's going to drop.
Nobody there.
And Perazo is 2 for 2. Leadoff single.
Not quite 100 plus off the bat like last time, just 78, but
Yeah, he just kind of lofted that into the gap.
still gapped it.
Boy, Julian Lehman.
Here's Enyart.
Batting next
Grounded to
16,
third, his first at bat.
Adam Enyart.
Look over at first. Perazo takes his lead. Now he throws over there. Perazo dives back. The pitch on the ground to third. He's got it. Throws a second for one. Back to first. Not in time. So Enyart aboard on the fielder's choice. Perazo is out at second. One away.
Next batter, number 6, left fielder, Sutter.
Here's Sutter Moss, walked his first appearance. And the pitch. Fastball low and away. From the set, the 1-0, way outside. Two 2-0 to Moss, Forsyth on deck. Two-0 in the dirt, 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Ball 4. So he walks Moss on 4 pitches. That's the second walk for Moss tonight. And that'll bring Liam Forsyth to the bat with runners on first and second and 1 out.
I saw that comment, bro.
Batting next, number 5, catcher, Liam Forsyth.
Forsyth struck out his first at bat. Abramson looks at second, comes home. Inside, or high, I guess. 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. So 6 straight balls now from Wyatt Abramson. 2-0. Lash down the left field line, but it's going to go into the bullpen.
That ball brought to you by David Golf and Country Club.
Two and one. And you're at second, Moss at first. Krabs trail by a run.
Found a second person I want to throw out of the ballpark. Dodger hoodie.
So is the hoodie worse than the hat,
Oh,
or
it's all
is the
bad.
worst thing?
It's all bad.
Because I would think like a hat would be one thing. There's a grounder up the middle and knocked down by the second baseman. Throw to first is not in time. The runner's coming home, and he's a dead duck. Oh, they call him safe. He slid under the tag, and now Enyart goes to third. I mean, Sutter Moss goes to third. And I thought they had Enyart dead to rights. The ball was there at plenty of time, but he slid under the tag, and that ties the ball game.
Yeah, me too. I'm kind of in disbelief.
It's an infield hit for Forsythe. And heads up base running by Sutter Moss as he ran all the way to third on the play. So now first and third with one out, a run in. And here's throw to first. Hirschkorn.
Well, Finn says he got under the tag, so.
Yeah, I mean, he had to. Yeah, I mean, the ball was there in plenty of time. A great slide by Enyart.
Kind of unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unbelievable because, like I said, I even said that. He's a dead duck because he was out by a good 3 feet.
Obviously, great job by Enyart.
That's right.
Evade the tag.
Krabs will take it. Tied at 2 with chance for more here. Runners on the corners.
Definitely, like you said, heads up base running by Sutter Moss. Kind of, I think the the Express pitcher and catcher were in such disbelief at the call.
I think they were too, yes.
That they didn't notice that Sutter Moss was breaking for third.
And he took
was
advantage.
Able to get there. So.
And he split. The pitch is high. 1-0 to Hirschkorn. Singled his first at bat. Exciting ball game early here at the Arcata Ballpark. First of 3 with the Athletic Edge Express. 1-0 the count. Abramson deals, and that hits him on the back. That's going to load the bases.
Still batting 1,000.
That's right.
The bases are F-O-C. Full of crustaceans.
So Moss at third, Forsythe at second, Hirschkorn at first. And here's Tate Medikoff. He was hit by a pitch in his first appearance as a member of the Krabs. Bases are loaded. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. Oh, and Abramson really wanted that call. It was inside according to the track master or whatever it's called.
TrackMan did have it inside, but
1-0 is hit in the air down the right field line. That's going to be big trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit. Here comes the runners around to score. 1 is in, 2 are in. Hirschkorn all the way to third. The Krabs take a 4-2 lead on a stand-up double by Tate Medikoff. And now he's coming home and he's thrown out. What happened there? That was strange.
Well, the ball got away.
The ball got away, okay.
And Robin Guyver was signaling to them to keep running. And all right.
So 9-4-2, I guess. 2 away. Moss scores.
I think only one.
Batting S24, designated hitter, Caden Lee.
Only 1 run scored?
One
I thought
run
2
came in. I think the second run was thrown out at the plate because there are runners at second and third with now 2 outs.
Right, and then, so Hirschkorn went all the way to third. So only 1 run is. Krabs taking a 3-2 lead. And now this is Caden Lee, and he takes a fastball outside, 1-0. And there's another pitch for a ball. 2-0. Boy, my scorecard's already kind of a mess. All right, second and third. Here's the pitch. In the air to right center field. That's going to drop. Nope, that's going to be caught. And that'll end the inning. But the Crabs come up with 2 runs to take the lead. There was 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 3, they lead it 3-2. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We are back. Top of the 4th inning, Crabs leading at 3-2, and here's Lena bringing you all the middle innings action.
Thank you, Benjamin. Boy, that last play was tough to put into the electronic scorebook. Pitches swung on and missed. And it's 0-1 to Brady Boyd. Will be followed by JT Summers and Mason Cox. Miles Standish on the mound. Ground ball right to the shortstop, but it gets right under his glove in the left field.
I didn't see it.
Really hard, but it went right under. It's an error.
Yeah, that's going to be an E6.
Batting next, number 25, designated hitter, JT Summers.
It's going to be an error on Michael Perazo. Now bring in JT Summers. It's in there for a strike. Finn did say it off mic, and he is right. It was hit hard, but it was hit right at Perazo, so. I do think it is an error, at least for now.
Summers homered his first at bat.
The one grab ball right to Standish, and it hits off of his glove and throws to first. One away. It hit his glove when he was not looking at the ball, and was able to glove it down and get the out. Great play by Miles Standish.
Next up, number 20, catcher Mason Cox.
We'll bring in Mason Cox, runner at second with 1 out.
Cox struck out his first at bat.
Pitch to Cox in there for a called strike, 0-1. And when in the dirt, gets away from Forsythe temporarily, but he will get to the ball quickly and hold Boyd at second. Well, one swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 to Mason Cox. So the Crabs will take on the Athletic Edge Express tomorrow at 2:30. Special time at 2:30 tomorrow because of Oyster Fest happening on the plaza, which is nearby. on Sunday at 12:30 against these Express. One, two to Cox. This is outside 2-2. And then next week is going to be by far the most important week of the season for the Crabs. It is the start of league play on the road against the two best teams in the Pacific Empire League. First, Healdsburg Prune Packers, and then the Lincoln Potters. 2-2 is grounded right to the third baseman, and it is ruled a foul ball.
Wow, really?
It looked pretty close, but
Hard to tell from up here.
Hirschkorn, I guess, gloved it when it was in foul territory. Pretty hard to tell, at least for me.
I couldn't tell from
I
up
couldn't
here.
tell you definitively that was, so just go with Stephen Young's call at home plate. By the way, even though the Crabs are on the road next week, you can still hear every game right here on ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM, 1340 AM. I will be traveling with the team, bringing you all the action on the road. 2-2 pitch is sprayed foul off to the right onto F Street, still 2-2. Now, for some context, last season on the same road trip, Healdsburg and Lincoln, the Crabs went 0-6. They only lost out on the PEL Championship Series by a couple of games. The 2-2 misses outside 3-2, so that really shows how pivotal this next week can be if the Crabs can even get a couple of wins. I mean, even one win on that road trip is technically an improvement, but obviously they want more than that. And it's two teams in Healdsburg and Lincoln that are loaded with Division I talent. 3-2 is fouled straight back to the screen. Still 3-2, so if you can tune in to the radio or on the YouTube stream, it is a big, big week for the Crabs. And if you are in the Healdsburg or Lincoln areas next week, please come out and support. It's always great to have Crabs fan support on the road.
Well, and what else is there to do in Lincoln or Healdsburg?
3-2 is fouled straight back to the screen, still 3-2. Well, we do stay, the team does stay when we go to Lincoln in Roseville. And of course, Roseville, you have the mall and Top Golf.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Top Golf was fun. I went to Top Golf in Philadelphia, and I actually had a pretty good time. But that's besides the point. 3-2 is sprayed foul off to the right again, still 3-2. 10 pitch at bat so far to Mason Cox. Three-two swung on and missed, strike three.
Adios.
Fastball right down the middle. And Mason Cox whiffs at it.
Second time tonight.
2 away. In a really great battle between Miles Standish and Mason Cox, which Standish wins. And now stepping in is Clay DeMars. Runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch to DeMars is right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. I have not received any word on if the Crabgrass Band will be making an appearance in Healdsburg. They did last season. 0-1 is swung on and missed, 0-2. The 2 pitch is popped up, shallow right field. Second baseman doing a little dance under the ball. It falls down and makes the catch. That's Keaton Morris. That was quite an adventure, but takes the catch.
Especially with the wind blowing that way.
Yeah, the wind was definitely playing with it for sure, and that's going to do it here in the top of the fourth. The Express failed to score. They trail 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.
Why am I on? Look back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Reed, Morris, and Peraza for the Crabs. And here's Liam.
I'm back. I was too busy watching that Casey Schmidt grand slam.
That's right. That was
against
pretty
the
cool.
Dodgers. Pretty nice to see. 5-run Giants.
Wow, nice.
Timmy Reed will step in. You Reed, Morris, and Peraza against Wyatt Abramson. Pitch to Reed right down the middle for a called strike, 0-1. One is a slow grounder right back to the pitcher, Abramson. He underhands at the first, 1 away. I'll bring Keenan Morris.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Crabs. Number 9, second baseman, Keenan Morris.
Well, close game in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Pacers lead the Thunder 98-97. 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
Pitch to Morris in the dirt, 1-0.
And which game is that in the playoffs? What's the
Is Game 4 of the NBA Finals,
and
the championship series. The Pacers are up 2-1.
Pacers are up? Okay.
1-0 is in there for a called strike, 1-1. Thunder win. They tied up 2-2. If the Pacers win, they're 1 game away from an NBA title.
Wow.
Yeah, you're a big basketball guy. The 1-1 is a line shot out to right field. The right fielder going back to the track and making the catch. That was stung. 95 off the bat from Keenan Morris. But unfortunately, it finds the glove of Cam Durant. 2 away.
That boy Julian. Batting next, number 13, Michael Peraza.
I'm gonna bring in Michael Peraza. He's 2 for 2. He tripled in the first and singled in the third. Pitch to Peraza is bunted foul. Looks like the Express third baseman was giving him the line, but now kind of moves over after that bunt attempt. The 0-1 is fouled back, and it's 0-2. O2 is up high, 1-2. One, two, great breaking ball, but just misses outside. And it's 2-2 to Michael Peraza. 2 outs, nobody on. Crabs lead 3-2, bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 is a ground ball to the right side. Ranging over is the Express second baseman. Throw over to first, and that is going to do it here in the 4th. The Crabs go in order, but they lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.
What happened to my heater?
Welcome back to Downtown Arcata. It is the top of the 5th inning. Score is 3-2 in favor of the Crabs. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by the North Coast Co-op and also by North Coast Mercantile. Family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951. North Coast Mercantile brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic imported craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the North Coast Mercantile's Titus trailer in the Arcata Ballpark as pitches a called strike. 0-1 to Ciotti. One in there for a called strike again, and it's 0-2. Coyote. 0-2's in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
I think it's chaotic.
Coyote.
Like chaos.
1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Just waved and missed at a fastball on the outside part of the plate. 1 away. Now bring in Ben Menard.
29, first baseman, Ben Menard.
Menard is off the knob and rolled right to the first baseman, who steps on the bag 2 away, right to Tate Metcalf.
Next, number 2, right fielder, Cam Duran.
And that'll bring in Cam Duran. Nobody on 2 outs. Swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 is launched to left field. The left fielder's looking up. He's at the wall, and it's going to hit off the base of the wall. And Duran is going to cruise into second with a 2-out double. Thought it had a chance for a second, but it just hit off the bottom of the wall out in left field. 87 off the bat from Cam Duran. So runner at second, 2 outs. I'm bringing Jelani Mason.
From Mike Tyson. Quarter for Athletic Edge Express, number 99, center fielder, Jelani Mason.
Apparently so.
Pitch to Jelani Mason, lefty-lefty matchup, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, 1 is a ground ball to the left side of the infield. The shortstop ranging over. A long throw over to first is not going to be in time. So it's going to be an infield single for Jelani Mason. On the play, Cam Duran goes over to third. And that was hit right into the hole over at short. And it looked like the shortstop, Prazo, was playing more towards second base, and he had to range way over to his right to get the baseball, and a little too far for him to make the play. So Brinson will step in. Pitches inside 1-0.
For a few days, it was just out there, and then someone painted everything else in mattress. I took a picture of it. It was my Facebook. Right there. There's a bunch of
1-0 is swung on and missed. 1-1. There have been quite a few swings and misses on Standish's fastball. 1-1 misses outside, and it's 2-1. 2-1, swung on and missed again, 2-2. Standish is consistently getting into the high 80s with that fastball. There have been quite a few times, as I said, the Express hitters have not been able to catch up to it. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3 right on the outside part of the plate, and that's going to do it for the Express here in the 5th. They leave a couple of men on. They trail 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt's ESPN, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 5th inning, scores 3-2 in favor of the Crabs. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank, strengthening our local communities. Our commitments come to life through our people, programs, and policies. Together, we can make a difference in the communities we serve. It'll be Enyart, Moss, and Forsyth due up against Wyatt Abramson in his 5th inning of work. Enyart is swung on and foul tipped at the plate. It's 0-1. 0-1 is sprayed foul onto F Street. It's 0-2. 0-2's in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Actually, is this a new pitcher? No. This is still Abramson. Receives a new baseball, and then the 1-2 to Enyart is low. It's 2-2. Pitch is a high chopper and a few hops to the shortstop. He gloves it, throw over to first, and not in time. Adam Enyart beats it out. So leadoff infield single. It's going to bring in Sutter Moss. It's a pretty good play by the Express shortstop, Coyote, to glove it on a pretty tricky in-between hop and throw over to first, but just wasn't in time. They'll bring in Sutter Moss, walked twice. Mr. Moss misses well outside, 1-0.
Thanks, Matt.
1-0 is in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Misses outside, and it's 2-1. Two-one in the dirt, and it's 3-1 to Sutter Moss. Bottom of the fifth inning, Crabs lead 3-2. Runner on first is Adam Enyard. Nobody out. The 3-1 is outside ball four, and that is the third walk of the night for Sutter Moss. We want no part of it.
It's hard to know. Are they pitching around him, or do they just?
I don't know.
It's just a coincidence that.
First and second, nobody out. Now bring in Liam Forsythe.
Now batting number 5 catcher, Liam Forsythe.
Forsythe's 1 for 2.
So Forsythe is a high fly ball onto the gap in left center field. The center fielder ranging over and making a pretty nice catch. One away.
Just got under it and hung up there.
Jelani Mason, he had to run that thing down, but yeah, like you said, there's a little too much air under it and gave Mason the time to be able to get under that baseball. So first and second, one away.
Batting next, number 22, third baseman, Houston Hirschkorn.
I'm bringing in Houston Hirschkorn. Pitch is a line drive out to left field, but right to the left fielder, DeMars. 2 away. Barely had to move. So first and second with 2 outs. Now bring in Tate Metcalf. 1 for 1. High pitch and singled. Pitch misses low and outside, 1-0. Pitch low and inside, 2-0. Crabs looking for some insurance against a pretty good Express team. Took 2 out of 3 from the Medford Rogues in their last series. The 2-0 is popped way up into center field. The center fielder didn't see it, at least at first, but gets under it and makes the catch, kind of held his arms out to his sides. It's usually the universal signal for I don't see it. But it was Jelani Mason who was able to see it well enough to make the catch, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the fifth. Crabs lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the sixth. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, Humboldt's ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Downtown Arcata. It is the top of the 6th inning. Crabs lead 3-2 over the Athletic Edge Express.
Number 21, Brady Boyd.
Be Boyd, Summers, and Cox due up. Swung on and missed. Boyd 0-1. Miles Standish out on the mound. He has gotten a lot of swings and misses tonight so far. The 0-1 is low, 1-1.
8 strikeouts.
Pretty good. 1-1 is outside, 2-1. I mean, Miles Standish has overall just been outstanding all season. Two one right down the middle for a called strike. 2-2. 2-2 pitch is grounded right to the third baseman. Over to first, one away. Hirschcord making the play. And that's going to bring in JT Summers.
Batting next, number 25, JT Summers.
There's Summers in there for a called strike. That was a beautiful breaking ball from Miles Standish.
Summers with the 2-run home run in the first inning. That's all the scoring for the Athletic Express.
0-1. Did he check his swing? Yes, he did.
Except the
So
pitch
it's-
was a strike anyway.
1-1. It was not called a strike by Stephen Young. The one in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2. One, two, just misses low. 2-2.
It's 2-2, Jack.
2-2 is sprayed foul off to the right. We'll do it again, 2-2. Two swung on and foul, tipped at the plate. Dude over 2-2.
Forsythe very unhappy with himself for not catching that.
Yeah, just kind of slipped out of his glove. 2-2 misses high and outside. Count goes full, 3-2. 3-2 misses well outside, ball 4. Runner on first with 1 out. For the Express, I'll bring in Mason Cox.
Now batting number 20, Mason Cox.
It's the first walk issued by Miles Standish tonight. Throw over to first, and Summers is back in standing. Thunder beat the Pacers, game 4 of the NBA Finals, so that series is tied 2-2. Pitch to Cox is up high, 1-0. Misses outside, 2-0. Misses outside, and it's 3-0. Mason Cox.
Miles Standish having a little trouble finding the strike zone.
He's had great command all night. Till that walk to Summers, and now 3-0 to Cox, and called strike on the outside part of the plate, 3-1. 3-1 pitch, fouled straight back. Count goes full 3-2. Three-two pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3, and yet again, Miles Standish gets a swing and a miss on a fastball. We're strike 3,
Well,
2 away.
Third time tonight Cox has gone down swinging.
Next up, number
Let's
28.
bring in Clay DeMars.
Mars is 0 for 2.
Pitch to DeMars. Beautiful
Oh,
breaking ball right down the
nice.
middle for a called strike, 0-1.
The wind's still blowing out. Usually by this time of night, the wind calms down completely.
0-1 is a ground ball. It's stunned right to the second baseman. Morris bobbles it a bit, but he's able to go to second for the force, and that is going to do it here in the top of the sixth. The Express fail to score. They trail 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball on Humboldt's ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth inning. Crabs lead the Express by a score of 3-2. It'll be Lee, Reed, and Morris due up. New pitcher for the Express is number 44, Jeffrey Page. Taking over for Wyatt Abramson.
On the mound for Athletic Edge Express, number 44, Jeffrey Page.
Take you through some scores from around Major League Baseball. The Giants still lead the Dodgers down at Dodger Stadium, top of the fifth, 5-1. Of course, Casey Schmidt with that grand slam.
Now batting for the Crabs, number 24, Caden Lee.
And the A's beat the Royals 6-4 in Kansas City. Pitch to Lee in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, one swung on and missed, 0-2.
We have a right-hander warming in the Crabs bullpen.
The 0-2, it did not miss by a whole lot.
Oh boy, that's close.
1-2, just off the low outside corner. And according to TrackMan, that technically was a strike. Just caught a piece of the zone. 1-2 is a fly ball out to center field. The center fielder going back at the track, reaching up, and it's off of his glove. As Lee is going to cruise into second with the leadoff double.
That ball just kept carrying. That, I believe, was wind aided.
I believe you are right.
Although it was hit hard off the bat, 92 miles an hour, but
it did keep carrying.
Batting next to the Crabs, number 30.
And a good effort by Jelani Mason out in center, but just hit off of his glove. Definitely a hit.
Krusty Krab in the house. That's what all the cheering in the background is about.
Krusty is here. Timmy Reed steps in. Good chance to add on for the Crabs here in the 6th. Sharidi shows bunt and bunts it foul off towards the Crabs dugout, off to the left, 0-1. As we've said before, Timmy Reed, he's used the bunt quite a bit for this season. Shows bunt, but takes it outside to Reed, 1-1. Long look in, and a balk has been called. A balk has been called on Jeffrey Page right before the pitch. And that will send Caden Lee over to third. Now, I can't say what he did, but
I don't either, but
I
the
know that was
umpire
called a balk.
called it immediately, and now the Athletic Express are going to bring their infield in on the grass.
That's right, runner at third, nobody out. 1-1 to Reed is dunked right to the third baseman. Boyd, who reaches up and makes the catch. So it's not hit hard, but I thought that was going to get into left field until Boyd jumped up and made the catch.
Yeah,
really
nice
good play.
Leaping play.
Runner at third with 1 out. Now bringing Keenan Morris, who's 0 for 3 tonight so far, but it's been great with the bat overall this season. Infield in all the way around for the Express. Pitch to Morris is sprayed foul off to the left. Into the left field party area, 0-1. The 0-1, low and inside, 1-1. One is hit foul right into the Crabs dugout.
Off the very end of the bat.
Scattering players and coaches. I think everyone's okay down there. One, 2 to Morris is sprayed foul off to the left again, off towards the bus station. Still 1-2. Keenan Morris. Crabs trying to add on. Runner at third with 1 out. Crabs lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Beautiful night here in downtown Arcata. 1-2 is a ground ball right up the middle. That's a base hit. That's going to bring in Caden Lee, and the Crabs lead 4-2. Infield was in all the way around, and only 79 off the bat. Got right through the 2 middle infielders that were in at the grass.
Now batting number 13, Michael Perazzo.
Michael Perazzo, 2 for 3, triple, single. Pitch to Perazzo, misses outside, 1-0. Keenan Morris at first with 1 out. A run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Throw over to first, and Morris is back in safely. One 0 is popped up, foul out of play off to the left, and it's 1-1. Runner goes. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. The throw down to second is way offline. It's going to be a stolen base for Keenan Morris.
Busted hit and run there.
Finn letting us know that that was probably a hit and run.
No, yeah. You could tell by the way
And
that,
he's definitely right, because
you could tell by the way that Peraza swung at it.
swung at a pitch that was well off the plate outside. Typically a hit and run when that happens. 1-2, misses outside, 2-2. I think Finn knows baseball. He's the only one up in this booth that actually plays. So
That's right.
he'll be playing for College of the Redwoods next season.
And then the Crabs at some
2-2,
point.
hopefully. Line drive right to the first baseman. A softly hit line drive, only 81. 2 away.
And then he'll forget all about us.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to beg for his autograph or something.
Yeah.
Number 16.
I'm bringing Adam Enyard. And the coach for the Express is going to go out to talk to Jeffrey Page. And
We got a shout out to
there's nobody actively warming up in the bullpen for the Express, although I do see a bunch of players kind of getting up and stretching.
Yeah, they don't look like they're inclined to start warming up, though. They're just kind of pantomiming out there.
Goofing around a little bit.
Yeah.
So meeting is adjourned on the mound. Runner second, 2 outs, 4-2 Crabs here in the bottom of the 6th. The run in here in this inning. Pitch is blown outside, 1-0. One 0 is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. One to Enyard. Lone outside, 2-1. Two one, misses just low, and it's 3-1 to Adam Enyard. Good at bat so far. A few gutsy takes.
Yeah, that was a close pitch.
3-1 is a ground ball right past the glove of the pitcher, but it's going to roll right to the second baseman, who throws to first. And that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the 6th. But they get a run. They lead 4-2. So we head to the top of the 7th. Stay tuned. Professor Benjamin Schaefer will take you the rest of the way. Listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 7th inning. The Crabs lead the Express by a score of 4-2. Coyote, Menard, and Duran do up for the Express, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs is number 7, Peter Caldera. And now to take you the rest of the way, here is the professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you, Liam. Peter Caldera out on the mound for the Crabs. In relief of Miles Standish, who was great. Miles Standish, other than the home run in the first inning, was pretty much on point all night. And he departs with a 4-2 lead. Here's Coyote. There's a high grounder over to shortstop. Throw to first. In time, one away. Four runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Athletic Express. And here's Menard. He's 0 for 2.
Peter Caldera coming into this appearance. This is his 3rd game. He has pitched 7 innings. In those 7 innings, he's only given up 1 hit, 2 runs.
Next pitch is a fastball away, 1-0.
Struck out 8 and walked 4.
1-0, breaking pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Great pitch. 1-1. There's another dog in the park.
Huh?
1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2.
Well, must be a great dog because his owner's a Giants fan. So,
A very handsome Labrador Retriever. 1-2 the count. Well, I'm intrigued by this. Next pitch is high tapper out towards short. Takes a high hop and right over Perazo's head in the left center field.
that was a nasty hop.
And that just bounced right over his head. So it's a hit for Menard.
Base hit.
That seam right out there on the grass, right before it hits the dirt in the infield there, can really launch the ball. And in that case, it hit it right in the spot where it just bounded right over Perazo's outstretched glove. Here's the pitch. Slow roller foul towards third. Oh, and 1 now the count to Duran. Duran is 1 for 2 with a double. So Menard over at first. Caldera sets, deals, fastball away. Forsythe tried to frame it, but still called a ball. One and one. And the pitch. Breaking pitch misses low and inside. 2-1. Two-one pitch. On the ground towards short. Backhand. Throw to first. Second nice play. Back to first. And the Crabs turn a lovely 6-4-3 double play. Great play.
What a play.
By Perazo on a ball that was headed for the gap. And he turned that into a double play. That ends the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 6 1/2, Crabs lead at 4-2. It's time now for the 7th inning stretch here at the Arcata Ballpark with the world famous Crabgrass Band. to the ball game. Crabs leading at 4-2, bottom of the seventh inning. Sutter Moss, Liam Forsyth, and Houston Hirschkorn to bat.
We have a final score from Game 4 of the NBA Finals. If you don't want to know, plug your ears. Oklahoma City Thunder, 111. Indiana Pacers, 104. The series is tied at 2-2.
Sutter Moss tonight has walked
Sutter Moss.
in 3 straight appearances.
Yeah, what a night.
All right. He's being urged to hit City Hall with the ball, presumably. Next pitch misses inside.
I mean, the way the wind was at the
1-0.
start of the game, I think it would have been pretty easy if you got a pitch to hit.
That's
but
true.
Now the wind has pretty much died.
It has pretty much died down completely now. The 1-0 misses down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2-0.
I couldn't tell what you were
Swung on
singing.
and missed. 2-1.
Thank you.
Sorry, excuse me. 1-2 is the count. Next pitch misses inside. 2-2. Moss, Forsyth, and Hirschkorn. Jeffrey Page, the second pitcher of the night. There's a grounder right back off Page's glove out towards second base. Moss hustling down the line. That'll be an infield hit.
Well, Jeffrey Page was upset at himself that he deflected
almost
that
had it.
baseball, but I mean, I don't know how, like as a pitcher, how you know, your instincts, how you don't deflect the ball.
And
Your
if he hadn't
instincts
deflected
are,
it, it might have hit him anyway.
yeah, your instincts are to throw your glove at the baseball.
Of course, yeah. So Moss aboard. He's been on board 4 times tonight now. And here's Liam Forsyth. He's 1 for 3. Crabs are 9-0 on the season, looking to go 10-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Oh, and 1. A look over at first. Now Page at the belt. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. A big cut there. Got a pitch low. 1-2 now to Forsyth. 0-2 to Forsyth. The 0-2, another throw to first. Two. Breaking pitch called, strike 3. Had to think about it first. But Page is, Forsyth is rung up. 1-1.
Houston Hirschkorn.
Here's Houston Hirschkorn. He has singled, been hit by a pitch, and lined out to left. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Medikoff on deck. One out, runner over at first. Moss inching away from the bag. Here's the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. No balls, 2 strikes, and now Umpire cleaning off home plate. Page sets and deals 0-2. Finding the hole on the left side and through for a base hit. Hirschkorn with his second hit of the night. Same spot as the first one. And that puts runners on first and second with 1 out for Tate Medikoff.
Great job.
Thank you, Matt.
Medikoff
Next up for the Crabs, number 26.
has doubled in
Medikoff.
2 at-bats. Crabs leading at 4-2, looking for some more insurance here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Page looks out at second and comes home, and that's a fastball called a strike on the outside corner. Pitch. 0-1. The 0-1 is in there at the knees for a called strike, and quickly Page is ahead of Medikoff. 0-2. Look out at second. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Wild Planet. Sustainability never tasted so good.
The 0-2. Broken bat, Looper out to short. 2 away.
I'm afraid that bat is done.
I believe it is.
Toast.
So with 2 away, it'll be up to Caden Lee. Lee has a double in 3 trips tonight.
Hayden Lee.
Moss at second. Hirschkorn at first. The pitch. Rides high with a fastball. One-0. Grounded in a hole on the left side. Scooped up by the third baseman. Throw to first. In time to end the inning. For the Crabs, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, and at the end of 7, they lead at 4-2. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. Top of the order for the Athletic Express, Mason, Brinson, and Boyd, with the Crabs leading 4-2. Tomorrow's ball game, 2:30 here at the Arcata Ballpark. Plenty of time to go out and have some oysters for lunch, the Oyster Festival, and then head on over to the ballpark.
Good job, Jory. Now batting number 99, Jelani Mason.
Mason tonight is 1 for 2. And he fouls that one right up against the screen, just missed it. 0-1. Peter Caldera out on the mound for the Crabs. The 0-1. Breaking pitch misses low and outside.
If it ever happened, just send the ticket up and all in. Okay.
A ball and a strike to count. Here's the pitch. High and outside, 2-1. The 2-1 misses away. 3-1. Caldera sets and deals. Fouled out of play. So the count's full. Oh, and he blows a fastball low and away right by him. One away, nice pitch. Here's Justice Brinson. Justice Brinson has come up to the bat 3 times. He's struck out looking 3 times, and 3 times he's complained about the call. So one thing he's not getting tonight is justice.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And the next pitch breaks inside, 2-0.
Sorry, I cannot understand what you're saying.
Caldera sets, 2-0. In there for a strike. Nice slider. On the outside corner, 2-1. Two-one misses low. 3-1. And the next pitch fouled up against the screen. Full count. Boyd on deck. Caldera swung on and missed. Well, at least that time he swung at it.
Nicely done.
I believe that is called the Golden Sombrero.
I believe it is. 2 away. And here's Boyd. Second strikeout for Caldera.
The Golden Sombrero sounds like it's a good thing, but I assure you it's not.
There used to be a Mexican restaurant in Eureka I used to like to go to on my birthday because they had a golden sombrero you got to wear on your birthday. Next pitch is grounded right back to the mound, and that'll end the inning.
Yes.
1, 2, 3 go the Athletic Express in the 8th. Crabs lead at 4-2. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Timmy Reed, Morris, and Pratzo will bat for the Crabs. Leading 4-2, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Athletic Express. Timmy Reed tonight is 0 for 3.
Now batting for the Crabs, number 3, Timmy Reed.
Page rocks and deals, and Page takes a strike on the outside corner, check swing. Oh, and 1. And he fouls that one off the hands and up against the screen. 0-2 now. The 0-2 swung on and missed, blew a fastball right past him, and that's all for Reed. 1 away. Back to the top of the order. Here's Keenan Morris.
At the top of the order for the Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
Morris tonight is 1 for 4. And he takes a fastball outside. In there for a strike at the knees on the inside corner. One and 1 the count. Breaking pitch misses outside. One pitch, way outside. Three balls, 1 strike to count to Morris. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Slow roller out to second base. And there are 2 away. Michael Peraza will bat. He's 2 for 4 with a triple tonight.
Batting next, number 13, Michael Peraza.
And he fouls the first pitch out of play. This game rolling right along.
Oh yeah. From bottom of the 8th inning and still
9 o'clock.
Not completely dark.
Yeah, it's only 9. It's only 10 after 9. So 2 hours in, we're almost finished.
Welcome that though, because
we don't have a clock.
Last couple of games
took a while.
Three
took a while.
3+ hours.
Yeah,
especially with the early start tomorrow. I'm okay with that.
for sure. The 0-1 misses away. One and 1. Misses outside again. Two and 1. Here's the pitch. Oh, breaking pitch misses away. 3 and 1. Page sets. 3-1 pitch. Is ball 4 outside. So Peraza walks with 2 away. And here's Enyart. Enyart, an uncharacteristically quiet night. 1 for 4.
We got a happy birthday shout out to Aaron and happy engagement. We got a shout out to Gabe. It's his first game. Welcome to the ballpark, Gabe.
Now a conference out on the mound. No action in the Express bullpen. So this is just the coach out to have a word.
Love Mama Minton.
And, maybe talk strategy,
Shout out
but
to the world's best media girl from
he's had his say.
Baba. Love you, Big Ned.
Giants still leading the Dodgers 5-2. Going to the top of the 8th down in Los Angeles.
So here's Enyart. There it goes. The pitch is a breaking pitch low. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Oh, no, they're calling him out.
They're
No,
calling
I
him
don't
out.
know. I have no idea. Well,
I guess the umpire's saying he came off the bag, and Robin Guyver is pretty upset. Robin Guyver is very upset right now.
Terrible call up. Come on.
And I mean, Robin Guyver, it's very rare that he
You don't know what you're doing out there.
gets this animated over a call. I mean,
Now they're going to talk it over like it matters.
well, they could reverse the call.
They never reverse the
and
call.
then the Express are going to do the same exact
They
thing
never
that
reverse the call.
Robin Guyver just did. John Bryant's doing the review, the headphone sign for a review. Unfortunately, we don't do that here, but I'm not putting anything down in the electronic scorebook just yet. They're having quite a long conversation between the first and third base umpires.
Yeah, I think it's how they're going to escape the ballpark.
I mean, the only thing...
Oh, they're calling him safe.
They're calling him safe. Wow. All right. And now the entire Express team has to run back onto the
And
field.
now here comes the Express manager, just as you predicted. He's out there to wonder what happened.
I mean, he doesn's seem as upset as Robin was.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, wait.
Oh, now
wait.
he's getting upset.
Now he's getting animated.
Now he's kind of dancing out there. I don't know what that was. He did like the little 3. I don't know. That was an interesting dance. We might.
You know, I'm not sure if that was upset or he was just trying to show the umpire something. Or I don't know what was going on there, but
that was a cool dance though. The one arm out.
yeah, it was.
I kind of like that.
Was.
Having just been at a Broadway show, I have appreciation for that kind of stuff now that I didn't have.
You're lucky. It's definitely something I'm going to do someday.
I recommend it very highly. So Peraza over at second, 0-1 to Enyart, and he lines that into right field for a base hit. Here comes Peraza, he will score, and the Crabs lead it 5-2.
There we go.
Comes through once again with the RBI single.
Comes through after the inning was initially ruled over. And then
that's right.
After a long conversation, it was ruled that Peraza was safe at second.
And here's Moss. He takes a fastball away. Moss tonight has walked 3 times and singled. The 1-0. Breaking pitch in there at the knees. One and one. Here's the pitch. Ooh, a huge cut. Moss down on one knee. 1 and 2. He was looking to send that one to Eureka.
Looking to send that one through the window at City Hall.
1 and 2. And the pitch. All the way to the backstop. And Enyart will go to second on the wild pitch. Five to 2 Crabs. Enyart out at second. 2 are out. 2 and 2 the count to Sutter Moss. A look at second. Page deals. Slap foul over towards the Crabs bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes. A look at second. Here's the pitch. Outside, and the count goes full. Liam Forsyth on deck. 3 and 2 to Moss. Ball 4.
Going from the inning being over to a call being overturned.
Yeah,
And then a run coming in, runners on first and second with 2 outs.
And here's Liam Forsyth. He's 1 for 4.
Now batting number 5, Liam Forsyth.
And the pitch. Breaking pitch. Just got it. Touched his uniform. And now the Athletics Express are really hot. The
Here we
hot.
go.
Here comes the manager.
See how long he. Oh,
He's fairly calm. He's not really a.
kind of walked out there like he was going to
Yeah, but I think
really do something, but
22,
pretty short conversation.
So the bases are loaded for the Crabs.
I was anticipating an ejection because Tracy Mack told me that in their series against the Medford Rogues, there were a few ejections. So
No, we have not had an ejection yet this year, so this would be a good time for it. Fouled up against the screen. 0-1. Hirschkorn tonight is 2 for 3.
I feel like there was a game where it was questionable whether someone in the Crabs dugout got thrown out, but we weren't really sure.
Oh, in this so far this season?
For so far this season,
okay.
yeah.
No, so we got it over with early on.
Well, we weren't sure if it
about
was an
okay.
ejection or not.
The 0-1 is a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch. 0-2 now to Hirschkorn.
I think it was after one of those wide strike zone calls.
Enyart at third, Moss at second. Forsyth at first. The 0-2. Cued off the bat, and it trickles over towards the Athletic Express dugout. And the pitch. Breaking pitch. Oh, called strike 3 on the inside corner. That'll end the inning, but the Crabs get a run on 1 hit. There were no others and 3 left, and at the end of 8, they lead at 5-2. Stay tuned. Last shot for the Athletic Express coming up. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Top of the 9th inning. It'll be Summers, Cox, and DeMars for the Athletic Express, with the Crabs leading 5-2. 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Athletic Express. Peter Caldera still out on the mound for the Crabs. Here's JT Summers. He's homered. Grounded back to the pitcher and walked. Caldera sets. Here's the pitch. Way outside, 1-0.
22. No, 25, sorry.
We have a pinch hitter? No, this is JT Summers.
I have it.
1-0 is the count.
Yeah, I said that. Well, essentially.
The 1-0. Way outside again, 2-0.
I said give deep consideration to the parking situation. Yeah.
2-0. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Perfect pitch. 2-1.
This is a reminder for you, Benjamin. Tomorrow's game is at 2:30.
2:30. I will be here sometime before that. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2.
And a reminder, if you're coming to the game tomorrow, that parking is going to be very tough to find. So keep that in consideration.
From the set, 2-2. Way outside, and the count goes full. Do not want to walk the leadoff hitter in the 9th inning here. Crabs have a 3-run cushion. 3-2 pitch. Oh, called strike 3 at the knees. Happy trail, perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch, tucked right into the lower outside corner.
1 away. Beautiful.
Remember, fans, tomorrow's game is at 2:30.
Here's Cox. He also has struck out 3 times tonight, although his were all swinging, unlike Brinson.
Now batting number 20, Mason Cox.
Here's the pitch. This is low. The 1-0. There's a nasty breaking pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. One popped in the air out of play.
I might have got a car from the fan reaction.
Yeah, it sounds like
on
it
the
might
first
have.
base line.
A ball and 2 strikes to the count. The pitch. Grounder short. 2 away.
Attendance is in. We have 945 Skibidi Sigma Alpha Rizzo Ohio 6-7 baseball fans.
945 folks at the ballpark tonight.
Now batting number 28, Clay DeMars.
Here's Clay DeMars. DeMars is 0 for 3. Last chance for the Athletic Express. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed at a slider away. Great pitch. 0-1. Caldera really got that slider working against the right-handed hitters. 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Oh, high and inside, almost hit him, and he backs away. 1-1. The 1-1. Breaking pitch. Oh, nasty on the inside corner. That was wicked. 1-2. So the Athletic Express down to their last strike. From the set. Caldera shakes off the sign, and now another. Now he's ready. The 1-2. way outside with a fastball. Two and two. Again, the slider misses away and the count goes full. Full count. Caldera at the bell. The pitch. Fouled out of play. So we'll do it again, 3-2. Here's the pitch, way outside, and he walks him. So a 2-out walk.
Number 5, Dante Coyote.
Here's Dante Coyote. He's 0 for 3. DeMar's over at first, 2 outs. And the pitch, fouled up against the screen. 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Caldera. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball up and in, 0-2, and now again, the Express are down to their last strike. The 0-2. Called strike 3 at the knees. Happy trails, that ends the ball game. Crabs win it. Final score 5-2. 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. They go to 10-0 now on the season.
Yeah, what a great start to the season so far for the Crabs. I mean, the story tonight really was the pitching. Miles Standish was another outstanding start.
And Caldera as well, but yeah, the pitching has honestly been a big part of the story all season. Actually, honestly, the Crabs have been just playing really good baseball all around. The defense has been tight. They've got the timely hits when they've needed them, and the pitching's just been great.
Yeah, by far.
So very encouraging signs early on here as the Crabs go 10-0 on the season. Tomorrow, the ball game is at 2:30. I'll be here. I'll be along with me and Aaron Donaldson will be bringing you all the action tomorrow. It's nice to have Aaron back for this season. And till then, Liam, any last thoughts?
No, I mean, another great win. Looking forward to taking the series tomorrow. Hopefully.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Have a great night. Crabs winning 5-2. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.